core door hole. So I need to clean this up before I can patch it. I'll just take a look at what I'm talking about cleaning up. So obviously I need to remove all of this, but then also there are some cracks here just beyond the damage. That's all taped up. Just a bit of an idea. So I'll just tack it beyond there. Jigsaw, 45-degree angle. Now it's cut out, and just clean up the edges, bit of sandpaper. Before I remove this tape, now I just want to be able to mark just generally around the edge. Again, just rough idea really. Here I've got some 2-part adhesive, mitre adhesive. First of all, a small amount of the adhesive into a small cap, little brush, angled. I want to make sure thoroughly coat this up. And then spray the activator onto the opposite side. Just make sure got that right. Okay, and just hold that in position. About 10 seconds. Make sure you're wearing gloves. So this time, activator onto one side. Get the glue in on the other. Okay. And feed this in. Just pull and hold that in position. Now I can unwind the screw. Just smooth down any edges. This is ready for the filler. I'm using a 2-pack filler, high performance, fast drying. So we'll leave that and give it another fill when it's dry. Leave it, give it a light sand, and then give it another fill. That should be ready for painting. So that's the first method. Very quick. Now for the next 3. All I've got here is some lining paper, which naturally just wants to sit coiled. Taped up at one end to hold its position. Just put that wherever you want it, whatever size. Obviously lengthen the paper and then pop a bit of tape on the end. Okay. With these, pop these 2 inside. Okay, so I've got a natural spring. Now I just want to feed these in. Okay, so that's got quite a bit of pressure sitting up there. I've got my patch. Now I can just feed these in. Okay, so again, got enough pressure keeping that up. Just need to get that about right. And now, wood glue. Just make sure you get plenty. In there, and run that all the way around. Once we've gone round with that glue, take a brush. Now this is fast drying, so we need to be fairly quick. Does take 24 hours to fully cure. So brush that all the way around, and then just, if you feel as though you need to, put some more glue in, and then gently just wipe any excess away. And just wipe it into that edge. Okay, this one. Hollow core doors, they'll have a honeycomb with inside. With these methods, you may have to remove a little bit more to do what you're doing. So with this method, I'm going to use foam, so you can see how much that expanded to. With this, good tip is allow the foam to expand and don't add too much foam. So, taking into account it's going to expand, all I'm going to do is just run a ring about half an inch to an inch inside. Okay, I'm not going underneath the lip because it's going to expand a little bit. So about an inch out. Now I'm just going to leave that. Now this one. Not doing anything. Literally, it's going to remove any loose and give it a sand. Just be careful, because the way this is splintered, you may catch your fingers on it. So be careful. Scrape at it. Give it a good dust down, vacuum it off. Damp cloth, brush and glue, and a little bit on. Put that underneath the edge. And just keep going with the glue. Damp cloth, just make sure there's nothing left on the surface. Anything furs up like that, remove it with your sandpaper. Anything that snags up when you're wiping, just keep sanding back. Last bit of glue. Now, with the foam, just fill up into the edges. Just leave it. Now this is ready to slice up. What I'm hoping for is that the foam closed in. Okay. Cutting that edge allows now for the filler to sit well inside there. Now for this one. So with this, I just really want to remove this big lump. I don't want to go too close to the surface, not with this. Just keeping that a couple of mil off the surface. Okay. Now just a piece of sandpaper. Just using 120 there. And then with these and with this, I'm just going to go over with 240. Because this is such a large area, I'm going to just prime this up. And what this will do, it will just toughen the foam a little bit more. And again, with this area. Just make sure I work that into any edges that are remaining. But the glue should have sorted this out. Just feather that off a little bit. Leave that to dry. These two areas are now dry. Doesn't take long, so I use the Zinsser bin primer on that one. I will just toughen up that furry surface. That'll just be easier to sand. And again here with this one, anything that was loose or the glue didn't solve, this will bind it. I didn't inject the foam all the way in, it was just to cover up any holes and again knit it together and get a good frame, because I didn't cut this out, so any loose wood will be sat, but now it's good. So sanded, that just wants filling. I can just give this a light sand over the surface and this one's ready for filling. No problem with that. Get that one filled up. We'll just take a closer look at these, and it's not completely flat. I've got space for my filler, and the edges got a nice chamfer, so to create a good bond with the filler. So with this one, create a good bond on the edge, and this one is okay, it's toughened up. So we'll get some filler on these now. Working it into that edge. Leave those to dry, give them a sand, second fill, possibly even a third fill, and then get them painted up. Now just for the painting. Well, this is the first repair I did. That was with the Rapid Set adhesive, which when you're doing that you do have to make sure you get a good bond. But no need for clamping that one. Okay, possibly can't quite see that, but I can just see a little bit of a ring of a shadow of where the wood was exposed when I was sanding, but that's where the repair was. That's really good. Not really going to pick it up, but just here. These are all dry now, ready for painting. This one with the foam, the Zinsser quick drying primer, is optional. It just helps with sanding it down. Makes it a little bit more solid, that furry surface. This one I would recommend the Zinsser BIN, simply because it's going to help bind anything that the glue has missed, but really that should get it. It's just belt and braces. That one's alright. This one, the paper is only there to support while the glue sets, while it dries. So beyond that, the paper's not doing anything. So yeah, no problem there again. Just get it coated up. Well, there's nothing wrong with them. So, I hope you found it useful. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.